Okay, let's see Takae for our third lesson.
Nanasi-san, today we learn Chado, the tea ceremony.
Tea ceremony?
It is much more than making tea. It is the perfect exercise of balance and courteous friendship. Many spend their lives perfecting the ceremony, but today I will simply be teaching you the basics.
Sounds great.
The tea ceremony is foremost a gift. You are preparing a very special visit for friends and preparing to make certain every detail is perfect. Now there is a lot to learn. Be ready. I'll be asking you questions once I've finished. Let us begin. This is called the furo. Here we have the chasen, or tea whisk. Here is the chakin, the tea cloth. This is called the kensui. This bamboo ladle is called a hishaku. You place the teapot cover on the futaoki. This is the chawan, or tea bowl. The tea scoop is called the chasaku. This is the tea container. It is called the natsume. Each object has its proper place in the ceremony. You must place each item where it belongs.
Okay, so this really takes a few tries, but I remember that the teapot, that steam, is called the furu. And the hishaku, wasn't that the ladle thing? Hishaku? Kensui, I remember that was this thing. Kensui, maybe? The chawan, is that the tea whisk? I don't remember. Maybe the chasen. I'm just gonna kind of futaoki. Natsumi check in. No, that's not right. Okay. Kensui futaoki. That's Natsumi. Chaken, chawen.
Well done, Nancy-san. Wonderful, Nancy-san. Absolutely wonderful. I would be honored to be invited to take tea with you.
Thanks. What was that just a minute ago?
What do you mean?
I saw something.
It was the wind, the power lines, and shadows. This is nothing to worry about.
You're
We
right.
fixed the portrait. I think it's back up in the lobby.
It is, yes,
Rentaro tells me that it's very important to you.
yes. It is very important to all of us.
Why were you so upset when it fell?
You would be upset if something you love broke.
There was more to it than that.
No, that was all.
Can you translate this article for me?
I'd be happy to, Nancy-san. Why would you give me this? Put it back where it goes, now.
Why doesn't Yumi want to work here?
She will. She is just like her mother at that age. She listens to no one, not even herself.
Why can't Miwako just take over the ryokan?
You do not understand. That is not how it works.
But she's here now.
It is not what Kasumi wants.
What do you mean, wants?
Nancy-san, I'm sorry, but I am very tired. I should rest.
Okay. Let's leave Takae alone.
Nancy, Operation Distract Logan is a go. Call Savannah. Gotta go.
Yay, let's call Savannah.
Hello.
Hi, is this Savannah Woodham?
Let me guess. You're that Nancy girl who's been driving my assistant to distraction and back this last week?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
I would. Now tell me what's so important that y'all ruined my perfectly good assistant. Since y'all been calling round, talking to him's been like talking to a rock. A rock that I paid too much money.
I'm staying at the Ryokan Hiei. Something really strange is going on here.
Don't tell me a lie now. This a joke?
No, I promise. It's the truth. I saw your book. I thought maybe you could help.
Honey, whoever you are, my best advice to you is to pack your bags and head back to wherever it is y'all come from.
I'm not leaving until I figure out what's really going on here.
There gonna be anything I can say that'll change your mind now?
No, I'm going to get to the bottom of this with or without you. But I could really use your help.
I've been a lot of places that say they haunted, but none fit the ticket like that spooky old Ryokan Hiei. I never got to finish up the chapter on the Ryokan like I was supposed to. Between us girls, I'm glad of that. You get much out of the family?
Nothing too useful.
Uh-huh. Tell you what. You end up following through with that bad idea of yours to stay at the Ryokan, and I'll see what help I can provide. But Nancy,
What's that?
y'all be careful there now. You understand me?
I will. I think I ran across a trick mirror here.
Did it break?
Yeah, how did you know?
That's how you know it's a trick. Y'all know what the main difference between truth and illusion is in my line of work?
What's that?
Time. An illusion can only last so long before it gives up its secrets. Now, I don't know exactly how that mirror was fixed, but the fact that it broke means that whoever rigged it knew that if you examined it enough, you'd figure it out.
So it was broken, so I couldn't figure out how it was faked.
Exactly. That is, if it was a trick. Nancy, I can tell you how things might be faked, but I can't tell you if they were faked. You're the ones got to stand there and know how the room feels when these things happen.
What's the story with your assistant, Logan?
He's like my own little Georgia bulldog. He can be a little aggressive sometimes, a little dopey at others, but always loyal. He's one of the good ones when you get right down to it.
How long has he been working for you?
Not long now. He started right after I switched my focus to tech reporting.
Why did you change careers?
It's a long story, but chasing's not the safest career there is. Ain't nothing shocking in that.
I saw a really creepy, shadowy figure on my balcony. Do you think that could be faked?
Course. Ain't nothing hard than that.
Yeah?
It's as easy as shadow puppets. All you need to be able to do is practice. In my experience, people like scaring people with shadows a lot more than ghosts do. Way I see it, if it's something a person could plausibly do, then there's a person behind it. If it's something a person can't do that's scaring you, well, y'all don't need me to finish that sentence.
Can you tell me about the certificate you gave the Shimizu family?
Oh, yeah, that. Now, before you go thinking I'm some sort of charlatan, I don't normally do things like that. In fact, I had those made up to give to kids who were feeling too scared to go to sleep at night.
Why did you leave one here?
I felt like I should leave them something. I don't usually leave a place without knowing what's really going on there. Honestly, I felt so bad about the whole situation.
Can you help me translate an article I found? No one else is willing to.
Sure. Leave it at the counter and I'll have Logan swing by to pick it up.
Do you know where I can get a copy of your book?
I'm guessing you're looking for the ghost hunting book I wrote, but I can't help you there. I'm out of copies myself. To be honest, Nancy, I don't mind helping you. But this whole ghost thing is a phase I'd sooner put behind me.
Why's that?
Now, don't y'all worry about that now. Just a choice I made.
There must be some reason. I understand you were pretty well known.
Put it this way, Nancy. There are some jobs where being well known makes for a dangerous life. Sometimes it's smart to move on.
I should go.
Bye-bye, Nancy.
Nancy, good news. We met Ryuichi, the creator of the Suki cats. Thing is, he won't give away the secret phrases unless you buy one of the cats.
All right. Thanks for trying.
But then the guy told George, For such a captivating, beautiful, gorgeous girl, he'd be willing to make an exception. You're turning red. Nancy, she's turning red!
Am not! Anyway, there's a catch. He only shares secrets with the like-minded. He gave me this monster puzzle to solve, but I'm too busy with Expo stuff to solve it right now. Any chance that you could take a look at it?
Sure. Anything for such a captivating, beautiful...
Enough! I'll send it right over to you at the Ryokan.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay, so we got all of our problems almost solved. Let's see, maybe we should talk to Rentaro real quick. We're gonna get the monster puzzle in the mail, and we have to send that article, so we'll do that. See if he has anything to say first.
Do you know anything about the certificate behind the portrait? Who's Savannah Woodham?
She was an investigator. She helped out with the investigation after Kasumi died.
An investigator? This certificate seems a little less than official.
She was more of a paranormal investigator. I don't really believe in that stuff personally, but Takae wanted her here.
Why did Takae want a paranormal investigator?
I've known Takae since I was a kid, and let me tell you this from experience. It is impossible to guess what she's thinking or why she does what she does.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find out.
Thanks for repairing my screen. That was pretty embarrassing.
Oh, no problem. Easy fix. Just took a little steam to loosen the paper, a little new glue. No one will ever be able to tell. Just don't do it again. Or at least wait until the paper cuts heal. Ooh, I think thinking about paper cuts is way worse than getting them. Why did I bring it up?
Is Suki supposed to be so protective?
Took a swipe at you, huh? Oh, that's one of her mods. Don't take it personally. It's actually really clever. There are these command words you say, and then Suki changes into that mode. She'll be protective, or aloof, or silly.
Really? Do you know the commands?
I did. Can't remember where I put that piece of paper.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
We don't have to ask him to translate the article because we're just going to go ahead and mail it to Savannah to translate for us. So, if you remember, upstairs we have some envelopes in our room. So we'll go get those. Alright, let's go get this to Miwako. Oops, there we go.
Hi.
Do you think that the Ryokan is haunted?
By what? Ghosts? No, ghosts aren't real, Nancy.
I'm sorry. The mirror broke when I was in the baths, but before it broke, I saw the image of a woman who wasn't in the room with me.
Don't worry, Nancy. I'm sure it was nothing. I have Rentaro take care of it right away. Until then, please stay away. I don't want you to get hurt.
But I saw something. I'm sure of it.
You work too hard, Nancy-san. Up too late, off to teach so early. You must rest more. Your judgment suffers if you do not get enough rest.
I know what I saw.
Nancy-san, please. I have to ask you to let me get back to work. I'm sorry, I'm very busy.
Oh, come on. Alright, well, let's see if we can check some things off. Find a way to get the article translated.
Haven't done that.
Just pay a visit to Takae. Find a way to tame the robotic cat.
Did that.
Savannah. Okay. So we need to find a complete copy of Savannah's book. Explore the baths. Find a way to get the article translated. Let's come on.
Hi.
There we go.
Can I leave this here to be picked up?
Yes.
Thanks. Why does Takae think your mother's ghost...
Stop. I don't indulge her, and don't you do it either.
So you don't believe it?
That's my mother you're talking about, Nancy. You forget that.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, see ya.
Alright, let's go to the train station and visit Yumi.
Logan here.
Yes?
All right. Savannah wants me to translate that article for you. I don't know what it is you said to her, but whatever you did to get her to talk about that paranormal garbage, you need to knock it off.
I can't promise that.
You really don't get it, do you? This ghost stuff isn't a joke, especially not to her. Since I'm the one stuck picking up the pieces after she gets too wrapped up in one of her cases, I'm telling you, leave it alone for her sake. And yours.
What happened to Savannah? Why doesn't she work with paranormal cases anymore?
It's not something she likes to talk about.
I gathered that, but can you tell me?
When we're traveling, I spend weeks with her just touring on buses, long plane flights. We talk a lot. I know everything about her childhood. Her best friend's dog's name from when she was 5, her favorite ice cream flavors. She's very chatty.
Then what has she told you about?
Nothing. Not a single word. I've asked, and when I do, she just goes quiet and excuses herself. She's never told me to stop bugging her about it, but I can tell that she wants to. That's why I don't want you bothering her about it either. Whatever happened when she was writing the second ghost book, it really got to her.
Second ghost book?
Wasn't supposed to mention that. It's a secret, and it's not done, so don't think you're going to get your hands on it. I don't even know if she still has the manuscript. She had me tell her publisher she burned it, but I don't know if that's the truth.
Have you finished translating the article yet?
Just about. I'll have it sent to you as soon as I finish.
How long have you been working for Savannah?
Started a few years back as a fill-in gig during spring break. Eventually she needed a long-term assistant, and the job was just too weird to turn down.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, so we'll have that article in a little bit. But let's go talk to Yumi first.
Hello.
Would you like a phone charm?
Ooh, I love this one.
You're the one that gave it to me.
I got that picture you sent. How did you do all of the designs?
I did it at the Purikura booth. They're everywhere around here. They're these picture booths, and you get to choose decorations, and you can write out your own messages.
I don't get it.
There's not much to get. It's just for fun. Some people use them like notes or something, but most ori, it's just something to do when you're out with friends.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bye!
Okay, well, not that much there. Let's go back to Logan. Alright, maybe we should sleep first. Oh gosh. Yikes. Okay.
4 is supposed to be an unlucky number here. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Okay, well, let's go to sleep. Oh, did we get a text?
How'd it get so late already? I should get to bed. Oh no, sounds like another unhappy customer. I should listen to what's going on.
When we first walked in the door, my wife told me she had a bad feeling about this place. But no, I told her she was being unreasonable. Well, whatever it is that's going on down here, we are not putting up with it anymore. That thing you left in our room. No one should ever see something like that. I want my money back.
There was nothing there.
And I want to see this place closed down. You'd never get away with something like this in Sydney.
Sir, please, we are not haunted.
Oh, please yourself.
Oh, poor Miwako.
That was the last customer, wasn't it?
Yes, Nancy. It's just you. So, make yourself comfortable. We are all here for you until something happens to scare you off too.
I don't scare easily.
I've heard that before. Look, I'm sorry I shouldn't be upsetting you with all of this. Please, you're my only guest left. Let me at least make sure you have a good trip. Maybe you recommend us to your friends.
I still want to help.
Help? You want to help? Look around you. This place is beyond help. It was spooky and lonely before everything that happened, and now... Why do you think Yumi got out of this place as soon as she could? People come because they've heard it's haunted. They come here to be scared, and even they can't take it. I'm sorry, Nancy. There's nothing you can do here. Help yourself and find somewhere safer to stay.
Okay, so here we go. This is the article. Last evening, officers responded to an emergency call from 15-year-old Shimizu Yumi after she found her mother Shimizu Kasumi, 42, who runs the ryokan, Hiei, lying unconscious in the indoor ryokan bath. After arriving, emergency crews were unable to retrieve the apparent drowning victim. Police are currently treating the case as a crime, but have yet to press charges. If this is an accident, that's it. The article ends there. Logan. Okay. So that's how... So Yumi found her mother unconscious. So that might be part of the reason she wanted to leave, because it makes her sad.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Can you tell me a little about Kasumi?
She would have been quite fond of you.
Why is that?
She always loved people who think for themselves, and she loved stubbornness.
Hey!
That is not always a bad quality, Nancy-san. Kasumi herself is very stubborn, was very stubborn. But it made her the most beloved of the children in her school. When she was young, she could never stand to see injustice done to others. It made me very proud of her, but that also has its bad side.
How so?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't bore you. You must not worry about these things, Nancy-san.
What happened the night Kasumi died?
It is not always good to be so curious, Nancy-san.
Do you remember when Savannah Woodham visited?
I don't recognize the name.
She's the one who wrote about the ryokan.
I said I do not know who she is.
Have you been to Yumi's bento stand?
No.
Why not?
I taught her how to cook for many years. I should not have to sit on the train to try her bento.
I'll let you get back to work.
Come again.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what else we can do until we get that Sudoku puzzle. Let's see if the thing came in yet.
I have a delivery for you.
Yay.
Here.
Thanks. I'll stop bugging you now.
Okay, see ya.
Wow, George wasn't kidding. This does look hard.
Alright, so let's try to solve this.